All right, next thing. So I said 9:30, right? I'll be running a little late. So okay, it's 10:08. I get to the light.
The irony of this. Does this make sense to y'all? She says, I run late. This is a male woman talking, for God's sakes.
Kitchen closed in 20 minutes. And I told you I wanted oysters. Why would you bring me somewhere if you don't know if they have oysters?
Welcome back, Motivation Nation. It's your host, Al and here we are back at it for another one. We done stepped into another video that has been sent. Y'all know what we do on this channel. We watch these things, give our opinion, and keep the conversation going down in the comments. So with no further ado, let's get off into this nonsense.
Let me tell y'all about my attempted date, right?
Mm.
So this guy, me and him was texting. He always say how women don't know what they want to eat. So I told him I wanted some grilled oysters. I told him the place. I told him the time. I guess he was like, that place ain't that good. So he gives me another location, which is further from where I wanted to go. So I'm like, I don't want to drive over there. And then let's say I don't want what's over there, or this is my first time seeing him on top of that. And what if I don't like you? And I feel like I wasted my time. So I'm like, let's go somewhere else. So he goes, okay, well, how about this spot? Meet me here, X, Y, and Z. All right, cool. Now, first red flag. He was like, oh, don't worry about it. I'm going to pay for your bottomless something. So the $30 thing is already covered. So I'm confused because, first of all, you told me to go there. Why are you telling me that you already paid the $30 whatever it was? You was going to pay that anyway. So what you telling me that you covered it for? Duh.
I think I think he was just telling you that because maybe this location now has an option that the other two locations didn't have. And he was just, I think, trying to be pleasant and allow you to understand that he's already got you covered. And I get it. It's a first date. You expect him to pay, but that's not always the guarantee. Especially nowadays with everybody saying, hey, I don't need a man to pay for this. I don't need a man to pay for that. It probably was a good gesture, but I can already see that you have a bit of an attitude. And I don't really think you necessarily know if you like the guy because you ain't met him. But anyway, let's let this go on.
All right, next thing. So I said 9:30, right? I'll be running a little late. So okay, it's 10:08. I get to the light.
The irony of this. Does this make sense to y'all? She says, I run late. This is a male woman talking, for God's sakes. You actually have a job that requires you to do things in a timely manner. Man, you can't make this stuff. True comedy writes itself. A male woman telling you she's late. Oh my goodness. This story is only going to get worse from here.
My phone telling me that the kitchen closed at 10:30 and the bar closes at 11. So mind you, he's there already. So I'm like, okay, well, do they got the grilled oysters? Because at this point, I'm just going to tell him to put my order in. So he like, oh, I don't know. I'm finna look at the menu right now. At this point, I'm irritated. So if
Wait a minute. So you're at a red light. The date was 9:30. It's 10:08. You're not there. You ask him to put an order in for you. And because he's not sure if they have the grilled oysters, not oysters, but oysters, then you're now irritated on a date that you're over 30 minutes late for. The audacity of you, male lady. I'm sorry, late delivering male lady. That, let me tell you something. This is a new day. There's no way that we would even be talking at that point. You wouldn't even hear from me if it's 10:08 and you were supposed to be somewhere at 9:30 and you're irritated. The unmitigated gall of some of these people, man. Some of these people, it makes perfect sense why they single, why they can't find nobody, why they get on the internet and complain about men and dating and all that. They their own problem. They are the root cause of their own problem. Not all of it makes perfect sense when if you let these people talk, they gonna tell you everything you need to know about them. But let's let this maniac finish. Because this is a maniac talking.
Kitchen closed in 20 minutes. And I told you I wanted oysters. Why would you bring me somewhere if you don't know if they have oysters? So he's like, oh, well, the bar closed at 11. My original point of leaving my house was because I said I wanted grilled oysters. I don't give a fuck about the bar closing at 11.
So let's translate before we let this finish, because it's almost done. Let's translate. She had no interest in being with this guy, being around this guy, talking to this guy, getting to know this guy. All she cared about was, is he going to pay for her some grilled oysters? That's it. She don't care about nothing else. And not only does she want him to pay for the grilled oysters, not oysters. She wants oysters. So not only does he need to pay for them, he don't need to really talk to her. He needs to shut up, and he needs to accept the fact she's going to show up whenever she decides she wants to show up. Not at the time at 9:30. She wants to show up right at or before closing and eat her oysters in peace. She just really wants you to pay for it. This is a rude, obnoxious individual. Rude and obnoxious. And I'm sure she should probably be delivering right now, but she done stopped to make this video, and she's going to have your mail till you're late. But anyway, let's let that go. Let's let it go.
So now I'm like, okay, well, I'm not coming. You can meet me where I'm going, or it is what it is. So he's like, oh, I'm already up here parked, and I don't care. I told you I wanted grilled oysters. So I left him right there where he was sitting at whatever $30 boneless things he paid for. He could kiss my ass with it because I told you what I wanted to eat. And just like a man, you're going to do whatever you want to do. And guess what? You got left right there. Then he calls me an hour later and was like, oh, my phone died. Did you eat already? Yeah, you ain't got to worry about it, no. You ain't got to worry about me.
And she had the audacity, the boldness to say men gonna do whatever they want to do as she's showing up late doing what she wants to do. And shame on that guy for even following up with her after the fact when she told him that she was no longer coming at that point. Now this guy's wasted $30, and that's a badge of honor. In this generation, in this era that we're in, it's a badge of honor for a man to waste their money on these women. They want you to waste your money on them, and they are a no-show. And now she can get on the internet and poke her chest out as if she's done something so great. And then when you read the comments, the people in there, the other single miserable women are just as miserable. Oh, you did right. Oh, you did this. That's good. And then as soon as they log off the internet, they all cry themselves to sleep. Because at the end of the day, everybody wants companionship, whether you want to admit it or not. Everybody wants love from who they want love from, okay? And so everybody wants companionship. That's why they make these videos. But it's these mentalities and these attitudes is the reason why they can't find the proper companionship. Because she was completely out of bounds on this entire experience. But because she didn't care for this guy, she just wanted to use him for oysters. Not oysters, oysters, grilled ones. She didn't take into consideration his feelings, his money, his nothing. It's what I want. You either give it to me or forget you. And that's the mentality that's going to keep people like her and any other, well, people like her, right? People like that will remain single, and they will continue to get men who behave in the same manner as them. And that will just be, as they call it now, a toxic relationship. And that will be a non-productive relationship. And they will not be able to grow as one. I mean, they may stay together, but it'll be a relationship of convenience. It'll be a bunch of cheating, a bunch of, all of the stuff that goes on in unhealthy relationships, because it's about I don't care. If you're not interested in the guy, or you don't, I don't know if I'm going to like how he look or whatever. If you're going for the experience of meeting the guy, then none of that matters at that particular point. If you get there and you don't like it, at least just enjoy the conversation, be respectful, and move on. But that's just too much for these wild animals out here. These wild animals, they on the loose. They on the loose. They are on the loose. And if you ain't careful, you'll get gobbled up by one. But hey, That's it for this video, man. Y'all saw what I saw. You heard what I heard. And it's your time. Jump down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know what you guys think about what she just did. I got to hear from you. The community, you guys are doing a good job commenting, and I enjoy getting your perspective and your opinions. But that's it for this video. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out.